The parashah for this Shabbat is Chukkat, and the Haftarah is from the book of Judges. This Haftarah consists of several themes. Here we focus on the actions of Jepthah, who is an Israelite judge when he battled the Ammonites in defense of Gilead. One could say that there are three characters in this narrative: Jepthah the Gileadite, the king of Ammon, and a map. A map is needed to visualize the events. Toward the bottom center of the map we see the Dead Sea, or Yam HaMelech. Into the Dead Sea flows the Jordan with its headwaters in the Kinneret. Thus the map is divided in the center with the land of Canaan on the left and Transjordan on the right. Gilead is the land that in this narrative is the bone of contention. Near Gilead is the city of Ammon, shown here with a red dot. Ammon is the same name as the capital of modern Jordan. Below Gilead is Moab, and directly across the Jordan is the territory of the tribe of Ephraim. The two Israelite tribes lived in Gilead, Gad and Reuben, but Ammon sought to expand its territory and claimed that Gilead was land that was rightfully theirs. The Ammonites battered and shattered the Israelites in Gilead and Ephraim. The situation became so bad that the Gileadites had to choose Jepthah, the son of a prostitute, to be their commander against the Ammonites. Jepthah sent a message to the king of the Ammonites. Thus says Jepthah, "What have you against me, that you have come to make war on my country?" When Israel came from Egypt, they seized the land which is mine. Now then, restore it peaceably. Jepthah then explained how Israel lawfully acquired the land of Gilead. When Israel came out of Egypt on their way to Canaan, they asked Sihon, the king of the Amorites, "Allow us to cross your land to get to the Jordan." Not only did they refuse to allow us to pass, they engaged us in battle. We managed to defeat the Amorites and so took possession of the land of Gilead. In a nutshell, Israel captured Gilead from the Amorites, not from the Ammonites, but the king of the Ammonites paid no heed. So Jepthah attacked them, and the Lord delivered them into his hands. Jepthah tried to use diplomacy to avoid war. But how good was his diplomacy? Matters of conflict are rarely all black or all white. The Amorites occupied all Gilead, not the Ammonites, according to Deuteronomy, but the original settlers of Gilead were the Moabites. The Amorites occupied Gilead by conquest from the Moabites. However, the Ammonites were kinsmen of the Moabites, both descended of Lot, Abraham's nephew. Indirectly, then, the Ammonites had some claim on the land previously owned by Moab. Admittedly, this was a flimsy argument. Jepthah did not mention this inconvenient fact. So the king of the Ammonites did not take Jepthah's explanation as a serious effort to negotiate. On the other hand, now then, restored peaceably. The king did not say he offered peace for land. Rather, he demanded that the land be given to him peaceably. That is to say, without contest. So there really was no point in negotiating with the king. The king had no intention of ending the hostilities against Israelites. Also, Jepthah had nothing to offer the king, since he negated Ammon's claim to Gilead. Jepthah may seem to have been a good judge because he defeated the Ammonites in a battle. Jepthah did not fully appreciate the broader context of his campaign against Ammon. If we read further into the book of Judges, we discover that Jepthah failed to include the Ephraimites in his battle. This antagonized the Ephraimites and created unnecessary animosity between fellow Israelites. We read, "The men of Ephraim said to Jepthah, 'Why did you march to fight the Ammonites without calling us to go with you? We'll burn your house down over you.'" In any case, although Jepthah won this battle against the Ammonites, he did not win the war. It was David who finally, decisively defeated the Ammonites. Thank you for your interest, and Shabbat Shalom.